Hi everybody, welcome back to the Minecraft city known as Klahster. As usual, I'll be showing off everything that I have built or worked on so far this week. So, just jumping right into it, I would like to go over to this building, and I've already decided the name for it. This is going to be called the Lake Building, and I'm calling it the Lake Building because it's on this little lake here. I think that was just a good name. The Lake Building. Here's the front door. This is actually the highest ceiling in all of Klahster. I was working on sort of a front lobby. It's not quite done yet, but I was getting some lights up on the ceiling. And like I say, it's the tallest ceiling, so there's a lot of lights. And then this is sort of the center core of the whole structure, and there's no floors in it yet. I'm going to do that eventually though. If you're looking at this sort of slant thing and thinking, that's not very realistic, how is it supporting it? Well, it's because this gigantic core that's holding everything together. When I was in Chicago months ago now, I saw a building that looked like this that was right over the water just like this, and that thing was way more extreme than this. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas what I should do with this little room here, because it's kind of just super pointless for the first floor. All the other floors, the little slant thing ends, and in fact, you might not even be able to climb up it like this in real life because it would just be a 45-degree slope. All the stairs and elevators and stuff are going to be inside of this core here. Here is a city block. It's not a square because I used to just sort of plan this city pretty randomly. I used to just build all the roads out however they happened to go. This entire block is just taken up by the Georgia Center here. It's just a triangle, and everything is pretty much like that. As you can see, I originally built this whole thing here first, and then I sorta built the new roads around it, and these are markers for where roads are going to go. Now moving on over to here, the last thing I was working on, and I've said this a couple times, but I just want to say it again here. Klahster is gonna be mostly surrounded by water. It's not gonna be an island, and this little line in the ground is sort of where it's gonna stick out into the water. So this way here, facing this way, that's north. On this side would be the Atlantic Ocean. So Atlantic Ocean on this side, and then sort of just a lake on this side. Also, I forgot to point this out in my last video. I kinda wanted to, but I forgot. This little building right here is all four of these houses are gonna have the same modifications done to them as this one, where it was extended in the back and turned into an office building. Or a whatever building, alright? It's just a building, not a house. I'm almost done with this one, so I'll have a little tour of that eventually. It's not really urgent enough of a project where it just needs to get done by the next video. I have some plans for a building to go right here. It'll be this tall. And just like on the other side with this building, the only reason why I started planning for it is just so I knew how high up to build the windows, because it's just a wall on the other side. I finished the whole panel here for the facade, meaning this building is actually finished on the outside after a few months of work. Everything else that needs to happen in this building has to happen on the inside. Alright guys, that concludes the tour for today. Let me know if you have any suggestions for anything that you want to see in Klahster. Anyways, I'll see you next week. Goodbye.